Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news China's Debtbook diplomacy is spreading. But first, May 18 is a key date for the renegotiation of the NAFTA trade agreement between Canada, Mexico and the US, triggered by the US president. But talks are faltering and the latest week of discussions has broken up without a deal in sight. All sides say they'll resume soon, but the US is raising the rhetoric and the other two are tiring of the gamesmanship. In Canada, employment growth evaporated in April. Markets were expecting a gain of about 20,000 jobs, but in fact a small loss of about 1,000 was recorded. And raising eyebrows was the 3.6% rise in the average hourly rate, now to just over $27 an hour. And that was the fastest wage growth in 6 years. In the key provinces of Ontario and British Columbia, the average hourly wage expanded by 4.3% and 5.6% respectively. This is the first major economy where strong wage growth has started. And China has added 1.2 trillion yuan in new loans in April, according to data from their central bank. That's 80 billion yuan higher than the same period a year ago, a 7.2% rise, and about what analysts were expecting. This is a key China metric, given their commercial life is essentially based on bank debt. And China is using debt to trap vulnerable small Asian and Pacific nations and pull them into its orbit. It is loaning hundreds of billions of dollars to countries that can't afford to pay it back, and is going to want something in return for that money. Laos and Cambodia are already being termed wholly owned subsidiaries of China, while concerns are growing for the financial hooks into Vanuatu, the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Tonga and Micronesia. The recent Malaysian election has seen one of its early signals, a demand to renegotiate their economic relationship with China. As in all cases, the deal works via corruption. Those at the top get a small slice of the loaned money, but the country itself gets a sovereign obligation to repay, something both parties know at the outset is unlikely. India's factory output expanded at its slowest pace in 5 months, up only 4.4% in March from a year ago. This is a sector that has cooled quickly and it may be trouble for their economy. The result was far below analyst expectations and far below the 7% growth in the year to February. US Treasury 10-year yield is still at 2.97% and unchanged from this time on Friday. The Chinese 10-year yield is down to 3.71%, while the New Zealand equivalent is down to 2.75%. Gold is at $1,318 an ounce in New York. That is down $3 since Friday morning. Oil prices are also lower and now just over $70.50 a barrel in the US, and the Brent benchmark is now just over $77 a barrel. The Kiwi dollar will start the week at 69.7 US cents. On the cross rates, we're at 92.4 Aussie cents and 58.3 Euro cents. That puts the TWI at just under 72.2. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.